The wealthy get their money to work for them, and I'm going to show you how you can too, because becoming a millionaire is far easier than you think. Now, this information should not feel like a secret, but only 25% of people from K through 12 are ever taught anything regarding financial literacy, and this leaves 62% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. Even worse, 51% of people making over $100,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. This proves that having a good income does not mean you're good with money, and this means financial literacy is the solution to help be able to show you that you can retire a millionaire or multi-millionaire. I'm going to show you how anyone, regardless of income, can become a multi-millionaire by saving less than $200 a month if you start early enough, so that you can retire with not just $1 million, but $2 million. Let's break it down. First, we need to understand how compound interest works. The S&P 500 returns around 10% per year. However, it goes up and down regularly. It's like using a yo-yo on an elevator, up and down in the short term, but up in the long term. We'll simplify it for this example though. We'll assume you start with $100 and earn a 10% interest rate. The following year you would have $110, but this compounds upon itself, so now you get 10% on your $110. Meaning you have just earned $11 in interest, so you just made an extra dollar that you didn't have to work for. The following year you have $121 and you earn 10% on that, and the cycle continues over and over. 10 years from now, you would have $259. 20 years from now, you would have $672. 30 years from now, you would have $1,744. 40 years from now, you would have $4,525. Now, if you manage to wait 50 years to retire, let's say you want to keep working after the age of 65, you would have $11,739. This is insane because you only put in $100 at age 25. It turned into $4,500. This means you made $4,400 on money that you didn't have to work for, meaning if you earned $20 an hour, you just saved yourself 5.5 weeks of work. This means that 98% of that money came from your money working for you rather than you working for your money. This is how the wealthy get wealthier. However, I don't like to base everything on a perfect 10% scenario because I want you to be fully comfortable knowing that you can be a multi-millionaire by the time you retire. Typically, you convert your 401k and retirement plans to a little bit more balanced portfolio of stocks and bonds so that if the market does go down, you don't take that hit as heavily. The Money Guy Show simulates this very well with their wealth multiplier, and they do it so well, I'm not even going to try to replicate or do anything different on my own because they nailed it. So let's take a look at what that looks like if you start early enough. If you start right after high school at the age of 18, it only takes $78 a month to become a millionaire, or $156 to have $2 million. This is incredible because every dollar you invest becomes worth $107.83 by the time you retire. If you start at 20, every dollar turns into $88, and it only takes $95 a month to become a millionaire, or $191 a month to become worth $2 million. If you wait till age 25 to start, every dollar turns into just half as much. Each dollar still turns into $44, but it still only takes $184 a month to become a millionaire, or $368 to become worth $2 million. As you can see, a little bit goes an incredibly long way, and the earlier you start, the easier it is to save. However, if you haven't started yet, that's okay, there's still time to recover. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, and the next best time is right now. Let's take a look at what it would look like if you started at age 30, 40, or 50. At age 30, every dollar you invest becomes worth $23, and it takes $340 a month to reach $1 million, or $680 to be worth $2 million. At age 40, every dollar just turns into $7 now, and you would have to invest $1,052 a month to become a millionaire and $2,000 a month to become worth $2 million. Keep in mind, if you started at age 20 investing $100 a month, that would turn you into a millionaire. But if you wait till age 40, you have to work 10 times harder to get to that same spot. If you wait until age 50, every dollar turns into $2.85, and you have to save $3,155 to be worth $1 million. Or $6,310 to be worth $2 million. In this situation, you have to work 31 times harder than a 20-year-old to be able to reach the same level. Don't be discouraged if you haven't started yet. There's a lot of time to still recover, and you can still have this work tremendously well for you the earlier you start. A couple things in this scenario too. We assumed you kept that same level going the entire time, had no raises, had no 401k contribution matches or anything like that. We also didn't even look at the benefits of having Roth in your account, which can help save you with some of the tax benefit. The finance community has often become memed on a little bit for telling people just invest as much as you possibly can, but I hope you can see that only $100, $200, or $300 a month can turn most people into millionaires or multi-millionaires if you invest it and let that compound interest do its work over time. The finance community has also become a bit of a joke by telling people just make coffee at home and you'll be a millionaire. What's crazy though is this is actually somewhat true. It might not just be coffee, but the mindset of saving money where you can to invest just $100 a month shows that can really turn into $1 million, and it really is more powerful than we think. I still want you to be able to enjoy your life though and enjoy your 20s and 30s, so this just shows how just a little bit goes such a long way and you can still have some of that fun money. So long as you don't have any terrible debt and you've got your emergency fund, you can have a very balanced budget where you can have fun and invest and know that you will be a multi-millionaire. Just dream with me here for a moment though. Imagine you were investing more than just $200 a month, because you know that can turn you into a multi-millionaire if you start early enough. What if you invest $500 a month? If you can do that can set you up for such a tremendous future where you could retire early, buy your dream house, buy your dream car, give to a cause you care about, set your children up for financial success, pay for their college. All of this is incredibly valuable and incredibly attainable. What would you do if you knew that you could have it because you can?